right, so now I'm thinking I don't just want one recommendation. I'd like 10 recommendations when I run this code, but I don't want to just copy and paste this code 10 times because that's going to clutter up my code and it's going to make it hard to manage. Like I'm already stressed out. Oh God. Why did I? Okay, there we go. See, it stressed me out. We don't want that. So what's a more elegant way to do that? Well, remember, us programmers, well, when we see patterns that repeat, we know that we need some kind of structure, i.e. a loop, to handle that repetition for us elegantly. So I showed a for loop, but we could do this with another loop. Before I do that, I say let's go ahead and preserve what we have here since we know it works. And I'm going to change the name. I'm going to name it Simple Generator. Simple. I'm going to name it maybe Simple Gamer Tag Gen. There we go. And that's because I'm going to create a new module now so that we can preserve our working one and we'll start with a new module to continue working. I'll name this one Advanced Gamer Tag Gen.py. And I'm going to copy and paste this to use as our starting point. Okay. And now what I like to do is I'm going to print 10 randomly generated items. So, or randomly generated gamer tags rather. So how am I going to do that? Well, you've seen the for loop. So I could do for I in range 0, 10. And that would be a totally valid way. Let's explore another type of loop we could also use. Not because it's better, but just to show you that there are many ways to solve the same problem. And this is called the while loop. So I can say something like this. Gamer tags to print. And actually, let's put this variable way up at the top. So if I want to edit this code later, it's just there. Edit this variable to control how many gamer tag suggestions are printed when the program runs. That's my comment. I'm going to break it onto 2 lines there. And I'm going to say gamer tags to print equals 10. Okay. Now I'm going to write a while loop like this. So I say while, and then I'm going to say some number, placeholder for now, is less than gamer tags to print. And then print generate new gamer tag here. So if I ran this right now, this says while 0 is less than 10, print this. 0 is always less than 10. So if I run this, something bad's going to happen. It's called an infinite loop. So my CPU is going crazy right now, and eventually this process will eat up so much that my operating system should just kill it. Or the Python process itself should say, no more, you're done. So before we had safety rails on our programming languages, that would just like crash out your computer. It would keep running until it runs out of memory altogether. So infinite loops, obviously bad. Not bad when you accidentally make one when you're testing, especially because you can press Ctrl+C in the terminal and it stops it. But really bad if you were to put it out on a production server, like a web server, and have it just running all the time. It could be wasting lots of CPU power and make your company owe millions of dollars to Amazon or something like that. So how do we avoid that? Well, we have to make a way where this can eventually evaluate to false. Right now, 0 is less than 10 is always true. So how do we do that? Well, 0 is just a placeholder. what I need is to say gamer tags printed equals 0, and then replace that with my variable. While gamer tags printed is less than 10, then I'm going to print my gamer tag here, and then under it, I'm going to do this. Gamer tags plus equals 1. This is shorthand for saying gamer tags equals itself plus 1. Meaning add 1 to its previous value and then store that. So overwrite the value every time. So that means it's going to say 0 plus 1 and store that, the sum of that, 1. And then the next time it runs, it already stores 1 from the previous run. And it says, now it's going to say myself 1 plus 1. So it equals 2. Then it stores that as the value. So next time it's going to add 1 and it's going to be 3. So it keeps incrementing. That's what we call it. We call it incrementing. It's incrementing by 1 every time. So that means that after we have run this through 10 times, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the last time it runs, the 10th time it runs, we add 9 plus 1 to 10, and then it's about to start over the loop, but before it runs this code again, it's going to check, is gamer tags still less than gamer tags to print? And it's going to be checking, is 10 less than 10? 10 is not less than 10. That's false. And that finally breaks out of the loop. So you can think of this, this is the same, this is a Boolean condition. So we're saying while this equals true, keep running. While this, whatever it stores, it's less than 10, while that condition is true, keep running. When it's no longer true, it's going to stop. Okay? So now all we need to do is move our existing logic into the loop. There's no real new work to be done. We just need to copy and paste. So back that up. And I'm going to leave that. I like to leave my increment right at the end of a code block so it's easy. Now I've been doing something that I haven't explained yet. And that's that I've been tab indenting all of these lines inside the while loop over. And the reason I've been doing that is because if they're not, I get a red squiggly underline. It's against Python's grammar rules. So the syntax for a loop, we say while or for, depending on what we're making. Then we write the conditions we need to. Then a colon, then everything below that. That's supposed to be part of the loop. We have to hit the tab key to indent it over one. And you can tell now this is all a part of the loop based on the way my editor lets me collapse it. So that now if I print outside of loop down here, you can see that's not going to run until the loop is done. Let's just make this say done. Now let's see what happens. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh, it's not exiting. What did I do wrong? Let's review what I did. Gamer tags printed. Look what I did. I keep updating this value, which isn't supposed to change. I was updating the wrong variable. So I need to copy this and change it to the right variable. Now let's try it again. Generate new gamer tag here. Oh, now I can get rid of my sample text. Okay, and there's my 10. Now I can also get rid of that text and just print the gamer tag. Just like that. And now before the loop, let's do some nice printing output. Watch this. I can do this times 10. This is called string repetition. And I can say your let me see. What is this variable name? Gamer tags to print. Watch this. I'm going to say your, let's do an F string. So this is easier. Your, I'm going to need a space. I think that adds a space for me. Your gamer tags to print. So that's going to substitute in with a 10. Your 10 gamer tag suggestions. Okay, then comma, and then I'm going to say dash sign times 10. Look what this does. Run this again. Your 10 gamer tag suggestions. So that's kind of cool. It's like a more pleasant output. And look at this, done. We only see done once it's run 10 times because that's outside of the loop. That's after the loop. Now, if we keep running this, we're going to notice that we'll get duplicates sometimes. I don't see any in this one. But you can imagine sometimes we're going to get 2 of the same values. And that means that we're really just getting 9 recommendations, right? So how could we make these unique? Let's see, maybe I'll cut it off here and save that for another video.